2 seconds while I get everything else situated. Oh, this is going to look crazy. Somebody tries to watch this live later, but hey, that's all right. But yes, we're back today. Back on. Oh, what's going on here? That's fine. There we go. We are back today. I think I'm just going to talk about anything, quite honestly. I've been working on the audiobook today. I'm breaking it up into smaller portions because it's easier for me to work on it all at once because, it gets kind of laggy if you try to do too much on the same, video at the same time. So instead, I'm going to break it up into like 4 parts and then combine those 4 parts in the end. That's probably the better way to do it. I have to have my Lego cup as well. Is it really a Jon live without the Lego cup and without the robe and without the sitting on the ground in the breezeway? That's what I call this here. Probably not. But so things on the horizon for the Binghamton Anime and Nerd Convention. Always got to talk about that. So what I'm focusing on, what I'm trying to focus on with other people as well, but what my main focus is getting some promotional material. So it's getting any logos decided, or if they're getting designed, or how we're going to do that exactly. And then I get to go around and kind of give it away, or not give it away, promote it to people and try to influence them and their business to see if they'd like to work with us. And that's fun. I'm pretty good at that. Oh, goodness. It's only a matter of time before the kids that my father teaches as a teacher find this, and then it's back to as usual. So I'm just going to enjoy the clarity of not seeing too many people in my chat for right now. Just it's kind of nice. But we're going to be doing some different content here soon. On the YouTube, you guys, I'll basically just have the same conversation that I did with everybody else pretty much so far. On TikTok, which is we're going to be doing some different content on the YouTube channel as well. We're going to be doing some cooking content. I'm not sure if I had said something like that before. This isn't like the In One Ear Out podcast at this time. I haven't done those in a little bit. I think I just did one actually like a week ago. I went live and I did the In One Ear Out podcast. It kind of worked. It basically recorded it already, and then I was like, oh, I could just go live. And I was like, okay. And then I did, and I didn't speak as well as I did before. How you guys doing? What's up, Nathan? Hello, Adventure Awaits. Hi, how are you? But I do really enjoy doing the M1 Ear Out podcast. It's just not very popular, and I feel like it's good to see Isabella. How are you? I feel like it's not necessarily the biggest use of my time. Trey the Beast 78, but just as well, I enjoy doing it. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. I actually have some water in here. I'll take some questions from everybody as well. That's usually what I've been doing on my TikTok lives. And that's been fun. You should try Twitch. It's streaming app. Oh, I know what Twitch is. Don't worry. I've been thinking about, there's some other places. I was thinking there's Blue Sky, Twitter. I don't really want to use Twitter. Twitch as well. And I think there's some other live streaming places. Do you play Fortnite or COD or Roblox? None of those. I don't play any of those. Minecraft, I do. I don't really play Minecraft, but I played a lot of Minecraft in my life, man. Now 3 second like. Oh, that's so nice. 14 people are watching me. That's fantastic. Yeah, so I am going to be doing some cooking content on the YouTube channel as well, besides the sock content, I haven't done the food reviews in a while, actually. I'm just not really working on there. Any plans for spring break? I don't really get a spring break. I'm not a student, so that doesn't really mean much to me. I don't live in like a sunshiny area as well, so... but if you guys aren't subscribed yet, absolutely please do that for me. I'm trying my best to get to a large enough subscriber count to where I can open my online store and start selling socks on YouTube as well, or just in general. Message redacted or retracted. Okay, very interesting. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Nathan. I appreciate it. What did I miss so far? Any plans for spring break? I see. Yes, I should try Switch. Second like Minecraft. It's all right for now, but. I did do a beef Wellington, and that was a lot of fun, actually. I had a good time cooking that up, and it was also delicious, so I thought, hey, why not? Do I like music, or do I play music? I don't play music, actually, so I am more of like the singing type. With my friends, they were all in bands and whatnot. They had a band together, and I was like actually the manager, because I kind of had some sense of like what to do, what that meant. So I don't play music. I have a book with lots of songs that I have written, and one of them I actually wrote in a mental hospital with another girl who was in there for the same reason that I was in there. So that's kind of interesting. It's very near and dear to my heart. But no, I don't play. I used to own a guitar making company. I don't know if I've said that before on here. Hi, ASMR Days. How are you? But yeah, I used to own a custom electric guitar making company. And what we would do, or what the plan was, we wanted to raffle them at the local concerts in our area. So really like the grunge scene and the punk scene here. What we used to do, what is this for? Good, how are you? Oh, this is just to stay consistent with my lives. I usually give updates on what things are like on this side of things, whether it's like, if people have questions about Socks with John. I think it helps grow my channel for sure. What's up, John? Oh, great. Yeah, and here they are. It's good to see you, Cooper. Glad you can make it. And very soon here we'll have... I don't think you guys can join, actually. Ooh, look at that. That's kind of cool. I can make it a background. I can make it anything. I could do this. Oh, isn't that cool? Oh, I can make it anything. We'll do nothing instead. All right, that's fine. Yes. No, I don't think you guys can actually join me on here, so that's kind of good, because you guys say some pretty out-of-pocket stuff. But yes, this is kind of just to give updates for how things are going, helps with the channel, helps everything grow, and I can answer questions and influence my community directly. Evening to you. Aiden, Penny, very good to see you, my friend. Let's see. I wonder if I have any questions for you guys in my community. What I keep telling people, if you want to go check out my audiobook, I've been working on that a lot. It's been a book that I've written for about, I say this all the time, and I feel so petty to bring it up every time, but for about 10 years since October of 2015, so at the end of this year, it'll be 10 years that I've been working on this book. And it's at a point now where I feel like it's good enough to promote it to people and to make this audiobook. I believe the story is complete enough. So that's what I've decided to do with it. So if you guys want to check that out, I'd appreciate that. I've also made some playlists, and it's all just in the advent. I'm trying to get the channel more attention, helping my channel grow. If people go and they watch my videos, they can watch them like regularly, just clicking on my channel, going to the video. But if you go to the playlists and you watch you subbed, well, thank you. I appreciate it. But if you go to the playlist and you actually watch it that way, it tracks the views a little differently, and that's also helpful for me. So I appreciate everybody, for the very least, just being here. That's helpful. If you want to go and watch any of my videos, hey, that's cool too. John Carbonate E. All right, man. What are some things you would like to see on John's channel? Maybe that's the question I should have asked you guys. But what are you guys looking for on my channel? You're like, oh man, John made another sock video. That's great. XYZ, anything else you guys are interested in. I know, how old are you? Is that like a question? I am 25. I don't really mind disclosing that. It's not a problem to me. Didn't say like a question though. Yeah, I think there's about like a 20-second delay on the live streams, unfortunately, because on TikTok, it's pretty much like, boom, instant. And I don't go live on Instagram or Facebook because, I don't know, I just don't want that crowd of people like, that's like where, people know me from like high school or like school or worse off, church back in like, 2013 is the last time I went to church with like my family. So a bunch of those people are like, oh, John, how are you? We never see you at church anymore. It's like, it has been a long time. But otherwise, I think it'd be interesting to branch out and try some other things. But I don't really have like a great understanding of what type of feedback, or rather, what am I trying to say? People don't offer me any feedback, so I don't have a good understanding of what people are looking for. But in any regards, if somebody wants to do a collaboration for the sock videos, come this weekend. I'll be doing a collaboration with Dreas Hip Hop. He's a friend of mine. It's just the name of his channel. He goes by Dreas. I call him Andreas. Here's Isaac. Great, he made it. Fantastic. Johnny, my boy. Hello, Isaac. How are you, my friend? How was school today, bud? How was your first day back? Like I said, I don't think you can join. No, that just mutes me. I don't think there's anything I can do. Oh, wait. Start a poll? Let's start a poll. That might be, never mind. That's dumb. But yes, give me some suggestions for what kind of content you guys would like to see on my channel outside of what I do already. Because I do a very diverse group of things, We haven't done the food reviews in a while, with the Binghamton food reviews. we might start doing that again. It's gonna be at least like 2 weeks before, because my business partner is actually going on a cruise and won't be back for a while. So it's gonna be some time. Um, Besides that, I do like doing the podcasts. We might do those more like on a live basis as well. So whether I go live, like it's just doing the podcast and I bring somebody on for that, or all of my podcasts are just my lives now instead, which I don't know if that's the exact way that I like to do it, because I usually do have a good amount of information about a topic that I'd like to talk about. It's not just so much like, oh, what am I thinking about at the time, that people are kind of interested in. Um, but outside of like video game content, I'm not really interested in like doing gaming stuff like that. That's just not what I'm into. Like I like playing video games, but I couldn't be like, all right, let's make a Minecraft let's play video. Maybe if it was like a one-off thing that was like a very you guys got to get me to look. I have 7 likes right now. If you guys can get me to 10,000 likes on this, I'll give that much to you. The thing is, on YouTube, you can only like it one time. That's too bad. Oh yeah, and they could take the message away. That would get me to like 1 million subscribers right there. Just having my dad come down as a teacher. That could be interesting. But actually, we'll be good. We'll be good. I was gonna say I'm gonna go until my phone dies tonight. It's at 12% right now. That's what I usually have been doing. So, man, this has been a nice little routine for everybody so far. It's kind of funny. I am like, I don't want to use this like specific phrase to say like chronically online, but I'm so always constantly on some type of app, and it bothers me because I need to step away from it all. But then here I am, I'm sitting in front of like, just my phone on the ground with 7 people watching me. Hey, that's pretty cool. But there does come a time where it's like, okay, I'm a little bit drained, just like trying to provide or promote myself constantly because I have so many things going on at once. John Carbonet, hi, how are you? I have so many things going on at once. It's like every interaction that I have with people, it's an opportunity to like sell yourself or to promote something or to, hey, how are things going, yada yada, with this or that, to have a productive conversation. But it just gets so tiring after a while. It's like every single person I talk to, every interaction I have, it's always about furthering something. I can't just be like, I can't just ask like a dumb question like, how about this? I'll ask everybody here today, and maybe you guys feel comfortable answering, maybe not. Do you think that aliens exist? Just that question alone. Not do they exist on this planet? Are there aliens at all? Just do you think aliens exist? That means life that not on other planets, intelligent life, not from this planet. Even like a tree on a different planet would be an alien tree. Isaac says yes. All right, now I'll ask the next question. Cooper also says yes. What leads you to believe or have a belief that aliens could exist or do exist? This is exciting. I like this. Oh, man. Everybody's going to be typing away like crazy. Actually, it's going to take a while before I hear anything, so I'm just going to take a couple sips of my water here. You know what? I need some sponsors, actually. I need some like weekly sponsors that are actually going to pay me money, because the people that I'm working with for the anime convention, that's secondary. That's not money going into my pocket. That's paying for the event and then giving money away for the winner of the cosplay contest. There has to be a universe where they exist. So not our universe, another universe where they exist. That could be interesting. Possibly, very possibly. Maybe it looks better if it's closer. I'll put my hood back on. How about? I think there's aliens. I would go as far to say I would like to contact aliens and see, how that would go. I believe there may be some sort of life out there. Yeah, that's a fair assumption to make. It's a big universe. The extrapolation that there's life that we don't know about simply because of how large we know the universe to be. That's a fair assessment to make, I could say. If you had the opportunity to meet with the aliens, what question would you ask them? I hate to think about it, lol. Freaks me out. Come on, Ryan, you got this. I believe in you, man. You can do this. It's not that scary. I'll give you some direction, actually. I'll give you somewhere you can learn about some things from somebody who was within the government, who briefed the president at one point about alien technology. There are many universes which lead to many possibilities. That's an interesting interpretation as well. I'm not entirely sure about that, simply because we lack the evidence to show that there's traces of other universes. But I like the idea that something like that could exist, so I entertain it as well. Man, I hope my live doesn't get shut down for saying something crazy like this. It's not really that crazy, but you guys should check out Dr. Stephen Greer. Just Stephen Greer. Like, you can't spell Stephen, and Greer is Greer. And he is a very intelligent man. He's very smart, and he is working on what he calls the Disclosure Project. Disclosure Project basically is getting information out that he knows that he's worked with these what are called special access groups, which basically have the black budget of the military budget, which allows them to do unconstitutional things in the effort of control or for what they say is national security. Kind of crazy stuff, I know, but this is like a second level to things that maybe people could explore if they're interested in it. But Dr. Stephen Greer is a very intelligent individual, and he's willing to share this because he knows it's important for us to eventually get to a point where we exceed the technologies we have on Earth. I like that idea as well, and it's through what he said, what he promotes, that I find it interesting. I think in the future, I would like either to meet him or I would like to meet with the aliens that he talks about. He says that they're all over, but I would absolutely check it out. You can believe as much of it as you choose to believe. It's definitely something that you can take with a grain of salt, or you could say, yeah, I'm all in on believing this. But the fact of the matter is, he's beyond the do aliens exist. He's more of the, okay, they do exist, and this is what they do. That's not the controversy for him. It's not like, okay, are there aliens that exist on this planet or in this universe? He's like, well, yeah, it'd be ignorant almost to say otherwise. But what he's saying is this is how you can contact them. This is what, our government thinks about them. And this is why you don't know that there's aliens that exist, right? There's a reason that everything's hidden. And, whatever conspiracy or lies have been wrapped up, the foiled truth, eventually he thinks that we'll get to a point where the technology will be relinquished to us. It'll be put in the hands of the people, and we'll basically see this transcendence into the next age of humanity. What are you saying? Fire, ice, water, world, death. What an incredible analysis of my very, very interesting discussion, or my self-discussion, I suppose. Basically just talking to myself. But yeah, like I said, if you guys want to learn more about that, I actually did have a podcast where I talked a little bit more about that. But I would personally just go check out Dr. Stephen Greer. If you can't spell that, I wonder if I could put something in the chat, actually. Maybe I can't. Start a poll, start a Q&A. Oh, I could ask a question. That's interesting. How would I just say, check out Dr. Stephen? I would love to be able to contact him as well, because I do have some questions that, but I understand if he's like an actual popular, very popular person, and he's also very busy, he's trying to get a lot of stuff done, it would be very difficult for me to contact him. I'm just going to say, yeah, that'll do. Start Q&A. Oh, it's like right in the middle of my face? Okay, we'll put him down here maybe. How about that? Right on my face. Okay, we're going to get that out of the way. Thanks for the subscription, guys. I do appreciate it. I really do. This probably looks crazy right now if you see this on the screen, but I'm going to get rid of it now. But yes, that's basically how you spell that. We're not going to go on too far about the aliens and all that. Maybe we'll have a conversation with some people. Okay, maybe I'll relinquish this much more. So on this quest, on this fantastical quest to try to eventually contact, hello, nobody cares. Hello, nobody cares. How are you? That's an interesting name. I had met with some people, and we did like a meditation, and some of these people had actually said, Arthur Morgan fan, what's up? How are you? Some of these people had actually said that they were abducted by aliens, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I would love to talk to you guys. I was pretty much like convinced at this point, and the people that I was speaking to, that they had probably been actually like, probed by something, whether it be aliens, whether it be the government, something. But I was disappointed because we didn't see anything. We were supposed to do it outside, and it was like out in the countryside, and I was actually expecting to maybe see something fly overhead or contact me remotely, in whatever way. I was really hoping for something, and I did leave, unfortunately, very disappointed. Do you have a PC? I do have a PC. I have a, I have a computer, and I also have a laptop. I don't usually use my computer because I think I need to fix it. Maybe I need to like buy some new part for it, but I'm not really interested in spending money on my computer. I'd rather spend money on literally anything else, like socks, or my own sock company. I have a PC. That's very nice to hear. Glad you guys have some PCs. But yes, maybe on my next live, I'll actually coordinate with somebody and somebody can come in. But as for you, be strong and do not give up, for your work will be rewarded. Is that for me? Is that a quote for me? I appreciate that. Chronicles 15:7. Oh, okay. Very interesting. I'm not very religious myself, but I think there's some nice quotes from holy books on occasion. We'll say that. Free money. Free money. Arthur, you guys are just checking out everything. Should I set up like a GoFund, or not a GoFundMe, like a Patreon or something, so if people want to support my channel, or if they want to support the socks, then they can kind of do that, I suppose. I don't know if that's the best idea. I'm not somebody who's like trying to make a ton of money off of this. I know where that money comes from. It's coming from you guys, and I'm not hoping to disadvantage my audience by having them trying to embolden my success. That's not what I would like. Instead, allow me to make money off of the AdSense and things like that, where you guys are stuck doing it anyway. You have to watch the ad. It's not like and if there's any ads on my videos, personally, I don't put any ads in my videos because I don't make any money off of the ads. But when I do get monetized, I won't try to put any more ads on. Like, you guys watch my videos, you have to watch the ad anyway. But once you get to a certain, I think it's 1,000 subscribers and like 5,000 watch hours within a year. I'm not even close to that. I have about 170 subscribers and I have like 110 watch hours. So we're very, very far away. Arthur Morgan fan, he said, yes. I don't know. What were you saying yes to? About the Patreon, if that would be a good idea, perhaps? What? Asuma Lama Pipa Yeye? Okay. Very interesting. Let me ask all my 12-year-olds in here. Not my 12-year-olds, but the 12-year-olds that harass me on my lives on a constant occasion. What was I even gonna say? Does anybody have facial hair in middle school yet? Is anybody rocking like that? Ooh, that chin strap starts at like, just below their ear. Maybe get a little bit here, a little bit here. And they're like, yeah, I got a mustache that didn't shave for like 3 years. You're saying, yeah. Yeah, tell them to shave that shit. Tell them it looks like trash. Yep. Yep. If you have any type of facial hair and you're rocking it, unless you're like, you got a real mustache. Like, I knew a kid who could grow like a real mustache in 8th grade. It was like real, like this, I have peach fuzz on my chin and a lot of armpit hair. Now, I didn't need to know about your armpit hair, but, the peach fuzz. Yeah, there's 2 things you need to keep in mind, actually. 1, if you are trying to grow any type of facial hair, you can't shave. You just cannot. If you want to clean it up because it looks like trash, or you look like a devil, you look like a crazy person, yeah, maybe a good idea. Pick a number 1 to 8. I pick 1.25. That's my number between 1 and 8. But what I told a lot of people, because my last couple of years of high school, I definitely had a lot of facial hair. People were like, "Oh, John, what do you do?" Yeah. I'm like, you just gotta let it grow. You're gonna look ugly for like maybe a couple months. You said incorrect. That's a number between 1 and 8 is 1.25. Español, por favor. Solamente en español. Anyway. But yeah, you got to grow it out in high school, but shave it all off in middle school. You don't want to look like a creep, because if you think you're rocking that mustache and you think you're like top dog, like, yeah, all the girls love me, they got a group chat specifically called Dudes with Mustaches, and they just trash you constantly in there. I'm telling you. Brr. ¿Por qué no los dos? Inglés y español. ¿Por qué no los dos? Es tiempo de agua. All right, guys. My phone is at 5%. We've been live for about 24 minutes now. This has been fun. This has been great. I've been having a good time. Do me a favor, everybody who's watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I do appreciate that, so you guys can check me out next time I go live, which is going to be not tomorrow. Well, tomorrow I'll be going live on TikTok again, but the next day I'll be going live on YouTube again. What was I going to say? Something fantastic. I don't know. I love your YouTube channel. If subscribed, I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. But yes, if you guys want to check out my other videos, if you want to help me grow, check out the videos, like and comment, and give me some feedback. Please, please, please. Nobody comments on my videos. I need desperately feedback from people. I know what you're drinking. You're drinking water. Wow. It's like you're in my room or something. It's like you're watching me through the window. Oh, look, it's Arthur Morgan fan right there. Ooh. But yes, I make all these videos, and maybe it gets like 200 views on like some of the good food reviews, and nobody comments. And it's like, I need to know what people are thinking so I can curate my content for the people so they can like it more. I inhale air like there's no tomorrow. Do you ever breathe? I'm a mama, I be breathing. It's because I asked you on your other live stream. Oh, I see. Arthur Morgan fan. My mistake if you have a different name and I'm not remembering who you are exactly. Thoughts on Portal 2? Oh my gosh. I don't think I ever played Portal 2. I think I played Portal 1, but like a long time ago. I never even finished it. Thoughts on Portal 2? Apparently it's not as good as Portal 1, but it's like a quality sequel regardless. John Carbonet. Cut it out with the ease. You're going to make me do something I don't want to have to do. We're going to put you in the timeout corner. All right, son. You're getting timed out. Put user in timeout for 10 seconds. There. He's gone. Adios. Hold on. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, that wasn't a sneeze. For 10 big ones, for 10 seconds. Oh, it deletes all of his messages? That's too bad. He was like the only person commenting anything. Finally, yeah. But that's really it for me tonight. I'm not really doing too much else because I don't really have much else to say. It's kind of the same tune as yesterday's stream, except I think yesterday there's a lot more clownery, buffoonery, skylarking, ne'er-do-well. What music do I like? I like everything. No, I like a very specific type of music. Anything that is really, you might not understand this word, but cathartic. It like makes you feel something, or it's a release of a feeling. Or music that's powerful, music that's very like resolute and makes you like think. Or heavy metal. I love heavy metal. But any type of good music, really, whether it's like classical or whether it's, I'm not a big fan of pop. I don't like country, and hip hop and rap's not really my favorite. There are certainly rap songs that I'm like, yeah, this is a great, great song. There are certainly pop songs I'm like, yes, this is a good song. Or pop artists that I think have made good songs. In general, I'm not a big fan of pop, but I really do like metal. I love new metal, grunge. I'm not a big fan of punk, but I like punk on occasion. Rock bands, I suppose. Like my favorite band is System of a Down, if that paints the picture. My top five. My top five. I don't even need to ask that, but I'm going to answer my top five bands. Number one. He said Eminem. All right, we'll do this quick, and then that'll be it for tonight. My top five bands of all time. I should have came with a better answer to start off with, but maybe not in order. I'm just going to list who could be in my top five. So for the first person I'm going to list, like I said, System of a Down. I think their sound is just incredible. If you listen to System of a Down, if you like System of a Down, you know that they're actually a really good band. They just have some quirky songs on occasion. Two, Incubus. Incubus is a solid band. Solid, like rock solid. They have some songs that are just like, they have some songs that are more experimental in their early days, like back in the late 90s. But then they have some stuff like, like Animali. If you know the song Animali, it is such a good song. It is such a good song. It's from their album Light Grenades. It's so good. Or like Pardon Me, or what's a good one? Some of their older stuff like Megalomaniac or New Skin, like that's pretty good. My top five is Nirvana, Radiohead, Deftones, Car Seat Headrest, and Tool. You're a Tool head. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Nirvana is, I don't listen to as much Nirvana as I used to when I was in like high school, but Nirvana is definitely, it could be a top five for me. Radiohead's very good. Deftones, I like Deftones. I can't always listen to Deftones. You kind of have to be in the mood for it. I don't know Car Seat Headrest, and Tool is another one where it's like, I like Tool, but I listen to Tool on my own. Like, I'm not like, hey guys, you want to listen to some Tool? You know, here's a 10-minute song, or here's a 12-minute song really quick, you know. This might be controversial for my top five. I like 21 Pilots a lot. I don't know if they're my top 5 bands of all time, but there is an album that they have which is in my top 5 of all time. That's regional at best. It's their only album that's not part of the record deal, so you can't find it on iTunes. It's very difficult to get a hold of. But I have it on vinyl because it's from a Irish record company, so it's like out of country. Um, Clancy is the best album of 2024. That is so cap. That is so crazy cap. Clancy, in my opinion, was like probably my second least favorite album, and my first least favorite album is probably Trench. So for me, it would go regional at best, Vessel, self-titled, Blurry Face, and then Clancy, then Trench. I don't think Trench was very good. It was kind of disappointing to me. And then Clancy came out, and I was like, wow, this is even more disappointing, but like kind of, I don't know. So I can't say Clancy is the best album of 2024. Also, I don't think it came out in 2024. I think it came out a couple years ago. Other top 3, other top. So Incubus, System of a Down, Slipknot is fantastic. If you don't know Slipknot, just listen to some Slipknot. They'll get underneath your skin. They'll make you feel so good. Let's see, different artists now. That's not maybe just like rock or roll. Oh, 3 Days Grace. I know I just said not rock and roll. That's like grunge, as grunge as it gets. I love 3 Days Grace. Like old 3 Days Grace with the lead singer, Adam Gontier, I think, or Gontier. He's a French Canadian. But his voice. Oh, and Rise Against is very good as well. So those are maybe like that's what I used to listen to a lot. Top 5 bands of all time. Incubus is very good. Nirvana is fantastic. Slipknot, System of a Down, and one more. I don't want to say like 3 Days Grace because they're good, but they're not that great. Last one. Who's gonna make my top 5? Oh, I gotta think on this. I really don't want to say because there's like a lot of options. I could say something like Sleep Token. They're pretty good. They're very good actually. I do like Sleep Token. I don't feel like I know them well enough to put them in my top 5 though. Beartooth is really good. If you guys know Beartooth is very good as well. Honestly, yeah, I'll put Beartooth in there. They got some really good stuff. It's definitely like some songs are like a little screechy, like the guy likes to rag on his voice, but I like that. I like that. So it goes anywhere from like somber music sometimes with like almost like a Red Hot Chili Peppers vibes with Incubus. It's kind of like that early 2000s kind of like cherished metal. Or not cherished metal, cherished rock. It's a little bit more chill. Juice World, I did like Juice World, back when he was alive. But I know a lot of people have a certain place for their heart, or in their heart for Eminem and for Juice World. Otherwise, yeah, I'll come up with a better top 5 because that was kind of lackluster. I can't say that those are like my absolute top 5. Yeah, 21 Pilots isn't in my top 5 anymore. They're not in my top 10 either. I think Eminem is very good, but he's definitely got some flat albums. He's definitely got some songs that are like, ooh, ooh. Even what I think is his best album of all time, which is his second EP. And if anybody knows, it's the one that has Rap God on it. It has, what is it? What's it called? It's like 13197. What was it called? I forget. It's just the second EP. It has Stronger Than I Was, and that song is ass. But it also has some bangers like, what else is on there? Like Rap God obviously is on that album, and that's a really good song. Bad Guy is on that, and that is such a good song. It's such a good song. Or like Game of Love. I've been driving around this side of the town. Now I'm freaking out. 9 freaking hours and 45 minutes now. Actually, that's before. That's a different song. But anyway, yeah, I do like Eminem, but he definitely has some songs that are stinkers. I can't say he's like he's batting 1,000. He is definitely not batting 1,000, but he's got some good songs that are good. He's got some shitty songs that are shitty. Kind of the same for 21 Pilots. I feel like as far as 21 Pilots is concerned, they definitely have some good stuff. I know it's like apples to oranges. One of them certainly raps, but it's not the same at all. But yeah, that's the music that I like. I know I just went on a tangent for the past like 10 minutes, but that's John's types of music. I listen to a lot of other stuff. What I listen to more recently is like independent artists, so I can't say like, oh yeah, off the top of my head. Actually, I just found somebody today who makes like synthesized music. It's kind of like love songs. I'm not big into like the lover boy songs and stuff like that, but I do like some synth. I'll tell you that I like some synthesizer. Oh, The Strokes. Why did I say The Strokes? The Strokes has got to be one of my top 5. The Strokes is probably one of my favorite bands of all time. I actually got to meet, or not meet them. I got to see them in concert at a Bernie Sanders rally. That was pretty cool. Back in 2020, and that was after a 13-year hiatus. So that was pretty cool to see them. So the Strokes are definitely top 5 for me. I got to see them. They did like 2 new songs. It was their first time ever playing it. That was pretty fun. But my phone's going to die, guys. Unfortunately, we're at 1%. We just hit the 35-minute mark. I will see everybody tomorrow on TikTok and when I do my stock video as well. Do you know who? Oh, XXX Tentacion. Yeah, he's a good artist. RIP that guy. But I will see you guys tomorrow, like I said, on my TikTok. If you want to follow all my social media accounts so you don't miss any of the lives, please do. Check out my other videos, and I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll do a less of a flip because I don't know if I ever. Ooh, yeah, there we go. But anyway, guys, thanks for spending some time with Jon. Hugs and kisses. I'll see you guys.